One way to grow mushrooms at home is to inoculate straw or bark mulch. Both growing mediums will work very well. One problem with straw that in Wyoming, the wind, of course, straw might blow away. So bark mulch might be a better choice. If you're using straw, fresh straw, sweet straw is the best choice. If it's aged and starting to discolor, it's probably not as good of a bedding material as a sweet straw is, but in a pinch it'll work. Basically what you do is you spread a layer a couple inches thick down on the ground, and that'll be your bedding material. Then you take your inoculum and you spread it around that bark mulch or straw. And then lastly, we cover the inoculum with another 2 or 3 inches of straw or bark mulch, depending on the material you're using. We turn the sprinklers on, water it really well, and we can expect mushrooms to start producing within the next couple of months after the inoculation. This is Chris Hilgert with the University of Wyoming Extension, and you're watching From the Ground Up.
Vinus, and I'm here with Ryan, who is back to the roots. He's going to tell us about the mushrooms that they grow from coffee grounds.
Thank you. Yeah, hi. We're back to the roots, based in Oakland, California. Started by my two friends, Nikhil Aurora and Alejandro Velez, out of UC Berkeley. And what it is, it's a grow-it-at-home mushroom kit that you grow entirely off of reused coffee grounds that we collect every morning from Pete's Coffee. So all the customer does is they take this kit home, they take the little sleeve off, they cut the bag and water it with the little spray bottle that's included, and in just about 10 days, you already see your mushrooms coming right out of the box. In about 15 days, you're ready to harvest and eat those mushrooms. You cut them and eat them. They're all pearl oyster mushrooms. They're very, very good for you. Once you finish your first crop, you just turn the box around, and you can get a second crop out of the box, too. It produces 1.5 pounds of oyster mushrooms out of your box. The coolest part is once you're finished, the coffee grounds enhanced with mycelium turns into soil amendment. So you can just compost it once you're finished.
How do you prepare these mushrooms? Can you eat them raw, or do you cook them, or what do you do with them?
That's a great question. Ideally, you want to cook the mushrooms. It brings out a little more flavor and nutritional value out of the mushrooms. The great thing about oyster mushrooms is it's a very versatile mushroom. You can eat them with almost anything. I prepare them with a lot of my omelets. I eat them with a lot of my salads and pasta dishes, soups. There's a lot of things you can eat with these. And the health benefits of these mushrooms is they pack tons of protein, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, very good immune boosters for our body.
They're fantastic. I noticed that there are different kinds of mushrooms. At least they look different. Can you show us the different types of mushrooms that you have?
That's a great question, actually. They all are looking a little different. You can see in our 2 stages right here how different the mushrooms look. They actually are all the same type of mushroom. We have them all growing at different stages right now. So you're looking at mushrooms that are grown in about 10 days right here. This is about 15 days right here. So this is a ready to harvest. These are just ready to sprout. So you can see how quickly they grow.
How many crops can you get from a box?
That's a great question. You're guaranteed 2 crops. You get a crop out of one side, and you get another crop out of the back side. Some customers have gone all the way up to 5 crops out of their boxes, but you at least get 2 crops and 1.5 pounds out of that.
And how can you get 5 crops?
Well,
do you have any idea?
Well, I can give you some tricks. As long as you're staying it relatively dark and moist, and you're giving it some care, you have good shots of getting more than 2 crops out of your box.
So these mushrooms have to be placed in a dark place, correct?
Correct. So ideally you want to grow it in a darker environment. It can also grow in indirect light, so you can grow it in the shade or by your kitchen window, preferably to grow inside the house.
Does it need a lot of moisture?
It does, actually. So we supply you with a little spray bottle that's on top of the box there. It comes with every mushroom kit. Ideally you want to spray the mushrooms 2 times a day, 1 time in the morning and 1 time in the afternoon.
Do you spray very heavily?
You probably want to use equivalent to this amount of water every day. So use this amount of water every day, which takes you just about 30 seconds to spray it down.
It looks like a great little kit. It's
Thank
a
you.
good Christmas present and birthday present, especially for the kids. For the kids to see something like that grow out of a box would be wonderful.
You're exactly
Really
right.
exciting.
It's about reconnecting people with food, especially kids, getting them excited about growing food at home. Because these days we find a lot of kids don't grow their own food. They don't know where their food's coming from. So this is a fun family project for everyone to get involved in.
Thank you. Thank you very
You're
much,
very
Ryan.
welcome. Thank you.
you.